Merkel is the past, Salvini the future. Farage hails Italian populists amid DPU jam. Speaking on his LBC show, the former Ukip leader agreed with one of his callers, highlighting the deep political crisis currently hitting the European Union over Brussels' migration policies. Tony, from Tuscany, told Mr Farage he believed Brussels' crumbling position could be in Theresa May's favour. The Brit abroad said, external forces are in Theresa May's favour. Merkel is impotent, Macron is a two-faced wimp. Do you know he has caused the border between Italy and France and then complained this morning that Italy didn't take that boat of refugees? You know what we are calling Salvini? The captain. That's his nickname. His popularity ratings went from 20% to 53% in the last 2 weeks. I was out last night with some friends and we were talking about it. One of my mates stood up and said Italy is not in the World Cup, but at least we've got Salvini. Nigel Farage replied, he is a pretty effective captain. His popularity ratings are going through the roof. One thing is for certain, Tony, for me, for my money, Merkel is the past, Salvini is the future. Last weekend, Matteo Salvini refused to accept 629 migrants picked up in the Mediterranean on the Aquarius, a charity rescue vessel. The row highlighted tensions over EU migration policies, which has never truly been solved since nearly 2.5 million people applied for asylum during the crisis in 2015, showing it to be as much a great fear for the fate of the bloc as the Eurozone's financial crisis. Speaking at a joint press conference in Paris on Friday, French President Emmanuel Macron and Italian Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte said they both support the idea of more solidarity within the European Union regarding migrants and asylum seekers and vowed to a reform of the EU Dublin Treaty. The key EU piece of legislation provides that the country of arrival is the one that should take responsibility of migrants and asylum seekers. But Mr Macron and Mr Conte believe the rule provides a safety net for countries like Germany at the expense of southern European countries like Italy and Greece, which receive the most asylum seekers and economic migrants crossing the Mediterranean Sea. The aim of the proposed reform is a Europe-wide crackdown on the illegal immigrants the French president said formed the vast majority of those arriving from Africa.